They always look like they're not showered. They look like dirty hippies.
Try make me scared or like how they kill me or something like that. And it's
If I have this much money, can I find a girlfriend? This is not the 1990s. You can't mail order a bride, guys. Dating a Russian woman is not easy.
really.
Yeah, it's really not. And you know what? Thinking about getting married is an even bigger problem. In this video, we're going to talk about our experience in hopes that you can learn something. Hello and welcome. My name is Daniel. I'm an American who's living in Siberia in Russia.
And I'm Ksenia. I'm real Siberian who dating with an American.
Nice. To break this video down, we decided to talk about two things. Cultural things and government and political. We decided to do these two subjects because government and political stuff will basically do all of the legal problems that we run into, and cultural stuff encompasses food, language, and small habits that we have. And these are the major topics which makes our relationship a little bit more difficult. And we're going to start off with cultural things. What are some differences that you see in our culture? I know that when I first got here, you said that I was very loud. You also said that I am always whistling and I'm always happy and I'm always smiling and things like this. Can you explain a little bit about how that made you feel?
For me, it was weird because for us, we're more calm. We take everything inside us. That's why for me, it's look very strange.
Yeah, and you know, we used to fight a lot because she used to tell me, don't whistle, don't be so loud. Don't. She would be very embarrassed if I'm singing outside in the street. And this is very Mexican. We're known as a very happy people. I would even put the music on my phone and sing outside. This made you feel a little bit uncomfortable, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, like this kind of made me feel bad, but I had to understand this is not the way you're culturally. You guys don't do this. Maybe if you're drunk, you see it in Russia, but not normally from someone walking down the street.
Yes, you can see people outside who sing. Probably it can be kids. Our people more discreet.
Yeah.
They more calm and try don't pay so much attention for yourself.
So yeah, they don't really like a lot of attention, and I've noticed that. And she understands that as a Mexican, we don't need the attention. We're not doing it for the attention. We do it for happiness, and like we're always so joyful. But now you actually accept it more, right?
Yeah, I take it and we find our middle. We find compromise, and we feel comfortable together now.
Yeah. So it just takes time. But it definitely was a thing we used to fight a lot about because I used to take offense for her sucking my happiness away. That's what I used to call it. One of the things that I didn't like and that I had trouble adjusting to was, you know, as a Mexican American, like in America, the girls don't really take care of themselves so much. As you can see, Ksenia is like really beautiful and she's really well fixed. She's always asking me, does this look good with whatever? What about my nails? Everything. I mean, I've noticed that in the West, it happens too. But like the Russian level of maintenance, and I'm not talking about cost, right? Because she does her own nails. She takes really good care of her clothes, but like she really wants to look good at all times. This country, rarely I see any women out there with like sweatpants and like looking dirty. So I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but it took me a while to get used to it. I don't know, like, do you notice that, or do you know that compared to other girls, Russian women take care of themselves more?
I can see it when you go travel
Uh-huh.
and you see Russian tourists so easy because girl all the time on best clothes, shoes and hairstyle. Different tourists like American
Yeah.
girls, they look different. You
It's
can see it.
It's crazy. It really, really, really is crazy, guys. When we were in Mongolia, we would have a game like, hey, are those Russians or Americans? Because they look very similar, right? They're white. Americans and Russians, they look exactly the same. But we see their clothes and we're like, okay, no, these are Russian. And one thing that gives an American away, they always look like they're not showered. They look like dirty hippies.
Yeah, kind of this.
No, yeah, guys, like the Americans have horrible like jeans and shirts, and they're usually wearing ugly sneakers like shoes and sandals ripped. That's not something you're gonna see in Russia. And she complained a lot about how I dressed in the beginning. Like, look at your shoes, your tilnashka is ripped. And I'm like, I love it like this. And that really caused a lot of problems. If you're like a little bit wild like me, expect a Russian girl to put you on check. You have to assimilate. It's crazy.
Culture, it's also like food and language, and you're not so good with this right now.
Honestly, guys, the food, I only eat some Russian food, but like borscht, I haven't tried it.
You tried.
I did?
Yeah, you don't like it.
Okay, I don't like it.
Borscht, no.
There's also other things that like with radish and all these things, like I'm not used to that kind of stuff. And the language, sure, I'm not speaking it so well, but I have started like understanding a lot of it. I read a lot of it, normal things. Now imagine this, guys. You come to Russia, you don't speak the language, you don't like the food because you haven't tried it yet, but everybody is writing, "Oh, how do I find a Russian girlfriend? I want to marry a Russian girl." That's all you guys write.
And I wonder all the time
Yeah.
why people text this. Because I don't know why. I still don't understand. And you can leave comment. Probably you open my eyes.
Yeah, my guys, tell us why you would want to marry a Russian girl because there's a lot of people who comment that. I want to know right now why you think it's a good idea because I'm telling you it's not easy, and now we're going to get into the political side of things.
Government.
Government, political. When we talk about political things and government things, it gets really bad because we tried to get married last year, but I was lacking so many things. What did they tell us?
They say what you need translate your passport. It's not big problem, but you need a license. Would you not married in your country?
Yeah.
It's mean you need fly home, take a paper, and go back.
It's not a secret that the United States and Russia are not on good terms right now.
Yeah, even American embassy already closed in Russia like 4 years.
So I'm 4 years late for having anything easy in Russia when it comes to dating a Russian girl and wanting to get married. We've thought about it, and people ask, hey, why doesn't Ksenia go to live to the United States? One, we don't want to go live in the United States. Two, you already know how difficult it is for me to even get help from my own country. Why would they help Ksenia go to the United States? And three, it's actually pretty dangerous right now to travel as a Russian. How do you feel about like when people, when you see comments about the hate against Russia?
Sometimes people even text me on private message on social media. They try make me scared, like they kill me or something like that. And it's I know maybe just only message, but anyways, it's a little scary. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I definitely don't like it because most of the hate comes to her. And I've had a couple death threats, but they've been in real life. But what scares me more is like the internet ones because you don't know where they're coming from or if they're serious. Whereas when I've had to confront people or fight about it in real life, I know that the threat is right in front of me and I can get rid of it or we can move on. So expect that kind of stuff, harassment. If you're going to be with a Russian woman or a man, just know that it comes with a lot of extra baggage. We've said a lot of things that are, it's hard, but it's not impossible. I myself, I mean, I've met a lot of foreigners here who date Russian women, and I guess we all go through our own struggles, right?
Yes, you just need to find the person who you love, and doesn't matter if it's Russian, American, Germany, any nationality. It must be person who you love.
And don't think that you're gonna come and make a random girl fall in love with you. Again, the comments are ridiculous, guys. I've seen comments where they're asking, hey, do they like British guys? Or if I have this much money, can I find a girlfriend? This is not the 1990s. You can't mail order a bride, guys. This is not normal. Russian women are sophisticated women. I mean, they're not these gold diggers of the old times like the stereotypical, right? I guess there's gold diggers in every country, but for some reason, the Russian girls, do you know about that? Like foreigners think that you could just give a Russian girl and buy her?
Sometimes, yes. Probably maybe some Russian or rich men think about this, and maybe some type of girl. It's my guess. Accept this,
Yeah.
but usually women want a strong man who will protect her and care about her or love her.
You know, that's a good point. You were saying that a man should be strong, right?
Yes, a man must fix everything at home, fix car, uh, make money, and be strong, a powerful part of family.
These are the things that are expected of a Russian man, let alone a foreigner. A lot of foreigners have a different mentality, probably because in their society it's different. It's not so much different in the Mexican culture. A man has to be strong enough and intelligent enough and caring enough to keep his woman satisfied and happy. Where in other cultures, like in Europe or the United States, it's kind of changing right now. But if you come to Russia, expect that old or like conservative style man ideology to still exist in the minds of the women.
And leave a comment if you're dating with Russian woman and if you have any problem.
Yeah, we want to know what kind of cultural problems you've had or like political and government problems. Please let us know down below. Again, we use this channel as a forum. So every video we make, people like to read and we can share ideas. So you guys know what to do. I'm going to ask Ksenia a couple questions so that you can get inside of a Russian girl's head. All right, Ksenia, a lot of guys and people normally ask, hey, how did Ksenia's father react when he found out that your boyfriend was American?
First time he was scared because he think what I will go live in America with you. But I explained we still here, we everything fine, and he start know you and he start love you.
Yeah, I love him too. He's my fishing partner. What did your friends think when they found out that you were dating an American?
First they don't know it. I just say what I meet guy, and after say what he not Russian, they start ask where he from. And I say America. They were surprised.
Yeah, honestly, everybody gets surprised when I speak English, especially if you're from a small town. But if you find a girl like in Moscow or St. Petersburg, this is normal, right?
Yeah, more normal.
It's way more normal to be a foreigner in St. Petersburg and Moscow, Novosibirsk. But I would say if you ended up finding a girlfriend like in Krasnoyarsk or Angarsk, like in this side of the world, in Siberia, you would end up in a smaller city or a smaller town like Sludanka, and you'll definitely stand out. And that could put a little bit of pressure on you. So just remember that you're going to go through like rough patches because of how you feel as the foreigner coming to Russia to date this Russian girl. A lot of guys will stare at you and they may seem jealous or like, why is this girl with a foreigner? I think Russian guys get a little bit offended with this.
But some people even think what I'm just your translator.
Yeah, that's happened a lot and it's actually very funny. We recently made videos about dollar problems in Russia. So if you want to see that video, you can click here on the screen. And if you want to see how we barbecue in Russia, you can click
Here.
Thank you so much for joining us and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.